Football Facts Presents. Best Starting 11 playing for the youth system of Roma. Goalkeeper Angelo Peruzzi. Peruzzi started his career with Roma but didn't play much for the club. In 1991 he joined Juventus, where he became the first choice by his second season. He stayed at the club until 1999, winning the Italian Championship 3 times, the Cup once and the Champions League in 1996. He later joined Inter for 1 season and then Lazio, where he finished his career in 2007. Since 1992 he was the main goalkeeper for his clubs in all seasons. He was also part of the Italian team that won the World Cup in 2006. Centre-back Alessio Romagnoli. Romagnoli started his career with Roma as a hot prospect and made his debut in 2013 at the age of 18. In 2014 he was given to Sampdoria on loan in order to get experience, where he had a very good season. At the end of the season Milan paid €25 million plus 30% on next transfer for Romagnoli. With Milan he became a regular immediately and was one of the best players of the squad. At the age of 22 he already played 5 games for Italy, and it is expected that will be the successor of Bonucci and Chiellini on the national team. Centre-back Ubaldo Righetti. Righetti started his career with Roma in 1980 when he was just 17. He went on to play for the club until 1987, winning the championship in 1983 and 3 Italian Cups. He had an amazing season in 1984 as Roma reached the European Cup final, only to lose against Liverpool in penalty shootout. For his performances on that season he was awarded with the Bravo Award. He was also an Italian international representing his country 8 times. Right back Alessandro Florenzi. Florenzi started his career with Roma as a midfielder but was later deployed as a full-back. In 2011 he was loaned out at Crotone, where he had an amazing season as a 20-year-old. He returned to the club in 2012, where he immediately became a starter. Since then he always plays more than 33 games per season, except the previous one where he suffered a serious injury and missed most of the games. He won 24 caps for Italy so far and scored 2 goals, representing his country in the European Championship of 2016. Left back Giacomo Losi. Losi joined Roma in 1955 at the age of 19, and by next season he started appearing for the first team. He was a left back with high skills and was even deployed as a sweeper in several occasions. During his time at the club he managed to win the Italian Cup twice and the Intercities Fairs Cup once. He spent his whole career with the club, playing 450 games, a record only surpassed by Francesco Totti and Daniele De Rossi. He also represented Italy in the World Cup of 1962. Defensive midfielder Daniele De Rossi. De Rossi made his debut for Roma in a Champions League game in 2001 at the age of 18. He went on to play 561 games so far, and he is the second all-time performer for Roma behind Totti. He is a complete midfielder, able to do anything on the midfield line. He was named as captain of the team after the departure of Totti in 2017. So far he was able to win the Italian Cup twice with Roma and the World Cup with Italy in 2006. With 114 caps he is the 5th more capped Italian, and he is soon expected to move on the 4th place or even the 3rd. Central midfielder Alberto Aquilani. Aquilani had a great start on his career with Roma, excelling on the midfield line with De Rossi, Perotta, and Tomassi. After 2007 he had serious injuries, which kept him out of play for several periods. He was able to win the Italian Cup twice, however, in 2007 and 2008, playing a very important role in both. He was transferred to Liverpool in 2009 for €20 million. His first season in England was not very successful and managed to establish well on the team towards the end of the season. His second and third seasons were spent on loan to Juventus and Milan respectively, and later was sold to Fiorentina. With Italy he played 38 games and scored 5 goals, featuring in the European Championship of 2018 and the World Cup of 2014. Attacking midfielder Giuseppe Giannini. Like De Rossi and Totti, Giannini is one of the symbols of Roma, playing for 15 seasons. He made his debut in 1982 at the age of 17 and went on to play 437 games for the club, making him the 4th all-time top performer. During his time at the club he won the championship once and the cup 3 times. He left the club in 1996 and joined Austrian side Sturm Graz, where he won the cup in 1997. With Italy he played 47 games and scored 5 goals, representing his nation in the European Championship of 1988 and the World Cup of 1990. Right winger Simone Pepe. Pepe is mostly known for his time at Juventus, but his youth career was spent with Roma. He was unable to play in any official game though, and he soon left the club for Palermo in 2003 when he was at the age of 20. Some great seasons with Udinese earned him a transfer to Juventus, where he helped the team to re-establish itself as an Italian giant, winning 4 consecutive championships and 1 cup. In 2013 he had a serious injury which kept him out of the side for a very long period. He played 23 games for Italy and participated in the World Cup of 2010. Left winger Bruno Conti. Conti is another important name in Roma's and Italy's history. He spent his whole career with the club except 2 seasons on loan to Genoa. In 1976 he helped Genoa to win the 2nd division, and he was given on loan to the same club in 1978 in order to gain more playing time. By 1979 he was an important member of the team and went on to play a total of 402 games, scoring 47 goals. He helped the team to win 5 Italian Cups and led Roma to the Championship of 1983 and its first ever European Cup final in 1984. He was also one of the best players for Italy in 1982 as Azzurri won its 3rd World Cup, setting the 3rd goal on the final against West Germany for Altobelli. Forward Francesco Totti. Totti is by far the best ever player to wear the shirt of Roma and the best Italian footballer in the last 20 years. He made his first appearance for the club in 1993 at the age of 16, and by 1994 he became a starter. In 1998 at the age of 22 he became the captain of the team and led Roma on the championship in 2001, its first after 1983. Totti attracted the interest of big European clubs but preferred to stay in Roma, eventually becoming a club legend. He stayed at the club until his retirement in 2017 at the age of 40. With 786 appearances he is the all-time top performer for Roma, and with 307 goals the all-time top scorer for the club. He was one of the most important players of Italy in the World Cup of 2006 as Azzurri won its 4th title, playing in all games of the competition. Do you believe that this is the best starting 11 which ever came through your youth system of Roma? How can this team be compared to the one that we chose for Lazio? Comment below and like our video if you agree with us. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed our work. Thanks for watching.